one of the members can suggest a motion.
On a Tuesday night in East Tampa,
if the CRB wishes to review a matter,
we got to see the city's Citizens Review Board at work.
My name is Philip Freund, and my address is on the sign-in sheet.
First up, after approving previous minutes, was public comment.
I'm speaking on behalf of a person affected by TPD misconduct,
where everyday people got to share issues related to policing.
I'm here today to respectfully request my complaint to be reviewed by the CRB for public importance.
According to the city's charter, it's one of the essential functions for the CRB. Though after some back and forth, we learned Tuesday that not every suggested case from the community makes it on to their docket.
So in this case, this involved Corporal John Simpkins.
The board then moved on to one of its other essential functions, reviewing disciplinary cases that have been closed by the Tampa Police Department.
On December 23rd of 2021, there was a domestic dispute at a restaurant up on Del Mabry.
According to court documents, the domestic battery case against former TPD officer John Simpkins was dropped in June of 2022.
The victim declined to cooperate further.
But the department says he still violated several sections of its manual of regulations because the alleged behavior was caught on camera, and because they say he resigned before turning himself in when a superior asked him to. And ultimately, it's a decision the CRB agreed with.
That motion passes. Thank you.
It's work.
I am a member, founding member, one would say.
That Dr. Carolyn Collins tells us is at the core of community oversight of police.
To me, it's important because we haven't had a major problem yet, and we're letting them know we agree with you, we work with you, but that doesn't mean everything you do is right.
But it's also work that some in the community have scrutinized. Since the board's inception in 2015,
that review board reviews disciplinary cases from the Tampa Police Department.
Several groups in the community have been calling for the CRB to have more power. So much so that in 2021, the ACLU of Greater Tampa actually surveyed 600 people across the city, and they found that more than 60% of them wanted the CRB to be able to subpoena witnesses and to have an attorney that doesn't work for the city to avoid conflicts of interest.
And we're here today to talk about the recent ordinance to get independent counsel for the Citizens Review Board here in Tampa.
We asked Dr. Collins about this kind of community feedback.
The CRB is not what they want it to be. They want the CRB to have an attorney. They want the CRB to have subpoena power so they can subpoena this, that, and the other. They don't understand we don't do investigation. We don't need subpoena power unless we're a CRB that's going to do investigation.
Dr. Collins says the board is instead focused on fixing how they communicate with the community.
And I think the biggest problem we have is consistency on getting our information out.
And she adds that she hopes this message shines through.
Love to see the community understand that this board belongs to them and that they should come out and actually ask questions. And even if they don't get the answers they want and they're not pleased with the findings, still pursue it.
We actually got in touch with former TPD officer John Simpkins, whose case went before the CRB last week, and we asked him for a statement or reaction to their decision, but he declined to comment. We also reached out to the Tampa Police Department to find out what bearing this decision has on Simpkins, and they told me that the case would be reported to the FDLE Criminal Justice Standards and Training Commission, who ultimately will decide if Simpkins is allowed to be recertified as a law enforcement officer in the state of Florida. In the studio, I'm Rochelle Aline.